Man's talking about when he had an Audi, everyone wanted to be his friend, and then when it got written off, they disappeared. People will use you for their own convenience, rude boy. Now, I've had this happen to me a couple of times. Maybe a few extra times that I ain't clocked. But I was thinking about it today. I remember one time, one of my cousins hit me up. Yeah. Yo, there's some gal in it. Like, we can go and link them in East. Now, my cousin's from East. I got bare cousins and that. One of them's from East, he's from Hackney. And I think we had to drive to like, maybe Leighton or somewhere like that. And if my cousin had someone that could have taken him there, because we had to go there, we went there like midnight or something like that. If my cousin had one of his brethren that could have picked him up and taken him there, or my cousin had his own car, I don't think he would have hit me up. I think he would have just gone there on his own or gone there with his people and that. And next time, I reckon I got invited out to go to Southend to go raving and that, because they just needed an extra driver and that. I don't really care. I'm going out and I wanted to go out as well. But I reckon if I didn't have a car, I don't think I would have got the invite. This was years ago and that. I'm talking 8 years ago or something like that. Talking about raves and that, lead me to the next one. This is how you know a man was just using you for convenience and that. Like, man's brethren and that. But like, what you need to do, yeah, is in certain situations and that you need to change the variable. Now, changing the variable is just like the example that I gave, innit? Yeah, like, if I didn't have a car, I don't think my cousin would have hit me up to go link those girls in Leighton or wherever it was in East London. It was so long ago, I can't even remember. This next situation, obviously, I've moved up to Northampton and that. And obviously, all my people's them is down in London, like all my brethren and that, whatever, innit? Boom. So, I don't go raving. Like, me and my girl been together like 5 years. I think even maybe nearly 6, you know, something like that. She's never heard me say, yeah, I'm going raving tonight. Yeah? I don't go raving. So, what happened now? Apparently, like, so in December of 22, going into obviously 2023, one of my brothers must have hit me up and was like, yo, there's one big rave, you know, like big event happening in Northampton, allegedly. So I'm like, oh, okay. Whatever, innit? I don't really give a shit. So anyway, he hit me up and he's like, yeah, let's go, innit? I'm like, yeah, maybe. But anyway, my man starts pressuring, like, you get me, sending me these flyers via Instagram and that. Like, because obviously it's going to happen in January, like late January or February or something like that. My man's trying to prep me up and that for months in advance, you know, to try and go to this thing. Like, yeah, there's going to be bare things there, whatever, innit, yeah? So I'm like, fam, I probably ain't going to go. He's like, just come. And then I sat back and thought to myself, I know why my man's hitting me up. He's hitting me up because he's hoping to come to Northampton, get a ting, and then bring her back to my yard. That ain't happening, rude boy. And I thought to myself, hold on a minute. This guy goes raving down on the ends, yeah, in London, yeah? So he never hits me up to go raving because he knows I'm not a raver and that. The only reason why he's hitting me up to go to this rave in Northampton is because he don't know no one in Northampton. So I guarantee, and I said to myself, ask yourself this question, Jay. If your brethren had 5 brethren that lived in separate houses, obviously in Northampton, do you think he'll be hitting you up to go to this rave or putting mad pressure on you to go to this rave? Answer's no. So I know he just wanted to get me to come to this rave so that he could pull something and lay something that night. So, yeah, obviously I didn't go. I don't go raving and that. I don't know if it turned out to be dead because my girl, one of her friends is a bit of a party animal or something like that. And I think she went. I think she knew the DJ and I think it turned out to be dead anyway. But yeah, I clocked. I just said to myself, hold on a minute. If my man had 5 brethren or 2 brethren that lived in Northampton that had their own yards and that, he wouldn't be putting that much pressure on man to go. And similarly, when I'm in the ends, because he knows I come down on the weekends and that, he never hits me up to go to this rave and that. So I know he just wanted somewhere to just lay a thing instead of doing it in the back of his car or whatever, innit? So people will use you for convenience. Human beings are users, man. Human beings are a piece of shit, blood. No joke. Big up man like AMS. When he made a video and he said, when I see a human being, I see a piece of shit. And it's the realest truth ever, man. People are just users. People are just selfish. People are just out for themselves. They don't give a fuck about no one but themselves, man. for the most part anyway. Maybe they're kids and that. Other than that, they're jealous haters. You start leveling up and that, and you see the hate coming. And if they're not hating on you directly, they'll distance themselves from you. How are you gonna distance yourself from someone who's leveling up? You should want to be around someone like that, so they can sprinkle a little bit of the magic on you. Nah, you're gonna hate on them or distance themselves from you.